Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome to English class with me, Ibu Robiul Ernawati. Today we're going to discuss Unit 1, Semester 1, Grade 11 on Electric Program of English Narrative. So, what do you see in this picture? Yes, you're right. This is a picture of dragon. While in this slide there is a picture of palace. Okay, the purpose of a narrative text is to tell a story. So in this chapter we're going to learn expressions to tell a story. While narrative that we're going to discuss consists of three kinds of texts: legends, fairy tales, and fantasies. We will also discuss grammar related to narrative text. So, what do you know about fairy tales? Fairy tales usually tells a story of characters such as peasants, witches, and royalty, and are set in places such as castle, villages, and forests. Usually, they feature good characters against evil ones. While legends are stories about events that happened in the distant past. Often, it is not clear if the characters really existed or if the events really took place. Legends have often had embellishment over the years as they are retold. Their original authors may not be known because many people had a hand in shaping the stories over time. The expressions that can be used to tell a story. Expressions to tell a story. Once upon a time there lived a very handsome man named Batara Guru Sahala. That's an example. Or you can use it so happened that a long ago, and then expressions to tell an event, then the next morning, so then after that. While expressions that can be used to end a story, in the end, finally, so in the end, all in all, to sum up. Jadi maksudnya untuk meringkas. Expressions to respond or show attention to a story. Oh, really? It's amazing. Is he? Oh, poor creature. What a beautiful girl she is. What about fantasy? What do you know about fantasy? A fantasy is a genre of speculative fiction involving magical elements, typically set in a fictional universe and sometimes inspired by mythology and folklore. Its roots are in oral traditions, which then became fantasy literature and drama. What about the grammar use? Simple sentence. A sentence is a word group with two main parts, a subject and a predicate. The subject, which usually comes first, names someone or something. The predicate, which usually follows the subject, tells what the subject does, has, or is, what is done to it, and where it is. For example, the princess cried for help. The lion laughed at the mouse. The mirror in the wall broke into pieces. The grammar used in narrative, past perfect tense. Past perfect tense expresses an activity in the past which happened before another action in the past. For example, I had already left the office before she came to the office. This is the forms of past perfect tense. Now, this is the subordinating conjunction. So there are some common subordinating conjunctions used during narrative story. After, although, as if, as long as though, if, in order that, once, though, still, till, unless, until, when, whenever. While the adjectives used in narrative story, the use of age, size, color, origin, and then opinion about something. The adverbs used. Adverbs are words that show us how something happens. And then direct speech. The reporting of speech by repeating the actual words of a speaker. It is marked by the quotation mark. Okay, that's the last slide of narrative text today. If you have any question, you can text me or send me an email, and I will explain you directly. Thank you for the class today. See you again in the next meeting. Billahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.